Well, welcome back. I'm gonna do a video that I really didn't think I was ever gonna do, but I like the. Okay, so the video is gonna be about hero pairings and troop tips differentiation. The issue is usually people who wants this information are noobs, and for some reason most of the noobs, and I don't mean noobs in a despective term, like I literally mean as a noob player. For some reason they don't tend to look at YouTube for guides. I don't really get why, but anyways, I'm gonna do this, so hopefully it will help someone. So I'm gonna make a promise here, so I force myself to do it, which is I'm gonna put timestamps on the video so you can jump to the troop type you're interested on, okay? The order is gonna be as follows: infantry, mages, archers, cavalry. I'm gonna go and see which faction I think is best for each type of unit, and then what I'm gonna do is just rank the different hero pairings that I think for season 1 are the best you can have. So without further ado, let's go with infantry. So for infantry, let's call them factions, okay? The faction I recommend is Wilderberg. The main issue is you get a buff that works for you, which is Legion Physical Attack, which will buff your counter-attack damage. Legion Magic Defense, like you could argue that it's somewhat useful. I mean, if you're looking at an overall faction, this might be better due to the overall gather speed, but if you're strictly looking for a PvP one, then I'd go with Wilderberg. Spring Wardens gives absolutely nothing for infantry, so no need to look there. We're yet to get a faction where the infantry has a special distinction between factions, so far, top 1 Wilderberg, top 2 League of Order if you want a more balanced approach between benefiting from more resources while getting... like, it's a really small amount of buff that you're gonna get, because if you check the troop stats... Oops, not here. So we're looking at physical attack right now for me is 294, while my magic defense is 214, so and buff will benefit more from the higher value because it's a percentage. So yeah, you probably get, as I said, for PvP will work, for overall League of Order. If you're of course going, like, imagine one march of infantry, one march of mages, then probably just go League of Order because you have Celestials for your mages and your infantry is still pretty good, so that's it. Now for hero pairings. So, you want Medallion, to be honest, and you want Garwood. Nika is not a bad hero, but I don't really think it's the best. Like, the best pairing, in my opinion, if you want a balance between tanking and damage output, I'd go with Garwood Medallion. If you want a pure tank build, okay, I'd say go with Moose Young Primary with Garwood. With the talent trees, you want to take everything that gets benefit from heals and extra heals, because this hero has a healing factor, okay, then you get extra healing on your march of a 10%. Every time you get healing, which with Garwood Musiang is all the fucking time, to be honest, plus you can put the lizard pads for extra healing, you get even for more attack increase, and then you have a small AoE, which is kinda nice. So yeah, for me I think will be the overall more full tank hero combo, and if you want a balanced tank, Garwood Medallion. Nika, to be honest, I wouldn't really invest on her. Like, this debuff is super nice, but then again you get here peacekeeping, so it's completely useless for PvP. A good chunk of stats for infantry, which is nice. Then here's one of the problems: hero skill damage dealt for Garwood is completely useless, counter-attack damage is good. So yeah, I wouldn't really invest in her unless you are a whale who's going 5 marches of infantry. So that's pretty much that's pretty much it for infantry in season 1. So now we're gonna go to mages, and here there's no fucking doubt. If you want mages, you go League of Order. It doesn't get any harder, okay? You don't think about it, you just pick League of Order and you benefit from the Celestials, which has increased magic attack based on the Vestals. So pretty much you will just deal more damage, and you have Waldir, a super good hero for free-to-play players, and overall just a good hero for early game. Now regarding combos, your All-Star Season 1 hero combo, it's gonna be Lilia Velin. Okay, it's the strongest mage combo you can have with Infernal Flame, if you can get it from the pay-to-win event. If you're looking for a free-to-play mage combo, I'd go with Waldir Velin. It's still a decent combo. The issue is you will need a bit of time to get Valdir Awakened, and then Velin 5111 will work, and then you just throw skills randomly there. Another kind of worth mention, but I don't think it's as optimal, is Lilia Theia. The issue with Theia is gonna be getting enough skills to make it relevant. This March, Lilia Theia makes it way more tanky, but your damage output decreases, so I don't think it's the most optimal thing. For a Celestial March, you can go with Atheus Theia, full Celestial Mage March, but that's pretty much it. I mean, it's Season 1, we don't have many heroes, you're not gonna have many troops anyway, but that's my recommendation for Season 1. Now we're moving into Archers. So for Archers, your PvP faction is gonna be Bilderberg. It's gonna be the Spearman. Okay, if we go to the Spearman here, increase all damage dealt by 5%, only takes effect when a legion is composed entirely of a Spearman, so 5% all damage increase is super good. Okay, now here's the crazy part. You have Archers, if you're a whale, you get literally the most broken combo you can have in Season 1. Which is Kinara, Husk. You pair these two guys together, and you literally go, grab your marks, put it in the middle of the enemies, and you will suddenly see that everyone else is dying just because of your counter-attack damage. It's absolutely absurd in Season 1 this combo, it deals so much damage, it's fucking crazy, like absolutely insane. Now here's the thing, Husk long term, it's gonna fall off in terms of power and value, and Nico is super good as a marksman. So the issue with marksman Season 1 is that you actually have several heroes that you want to invest on. If you're not going for the full pay-to-win route, then I'd say Kinara Nico, you wanna invest on those. 5111 Nico, and then you just put all your heads on Kinara. The main thing is with Kinara you have 100% value for every single gold shard you put in your hero, because everything is PvP related. Meanwhile, Nico has this engineering skill, so every time a point falls here, you're losing value for PvP. So yeah, 5111 Nico, and then you're going straight to 5 like a full awakened Kinara, and Kinara is gonna last for you. Like so far, with all the heroes we have, it's gonna be one of your top archer heroes, so that's it. Husk long, like, if you're going with 5 arch marches, of course it's still relevant, but it falls a bit on the end game. Special mention, Wayne, whatever the fuck is called, super good epic archer hero, absolutely focus on awakening her. You can pair her with Nico if you're full free to play, so pretty much you just awaken her, you go full Nico to get the extra stats, and you're gonna do super good on Behemoth. In PvP, it's a super good march. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Archer Season 1, you don't have much more to play around with. And now we're moving to the last one, which is Cavalry, which that's the troop type I specialize on. So if you wanna, like, for Cavalry it's a bit tricky, okay? You can go Spring Wardens with the rangy Cavalry, I don't recommend it. If you wanna go full B and like annoying little shit on the enemy farmers, Forest Eagles are super good for that, but if you wanna actually contribute to the fight, I'd say go with Bilderberg. You can either go with League of Order if you're not going to go 5 Cavalry marches, because then you probably run some mages, which is like an overall super good faction because you have Cavalry, and then you have Vestals. So if you're not going 5 Cavalry marches on endgame, and probably all the early game, you just want to stay with League of Order. If you know you're gonna YOLO full caps, then go with Wildeberg. The main reason is you get 3% Legion physical attack extra, which is a nice little buff. But then something tricky with Wolf Riders is this skill that no other cap has, which pretty much increases your set wounds as well as the enemy one. So pretty much this is how it works. If you're getting fucked, you're gonna get fucked harder. If you're fucking them hard, you're gonna even fuck them harder. So pretty much that's it. It's up to you to decide. Are you smashing them? Wilderworks is gonna give you better performance. Are you getting absolutely destroyed? Well, this will just further destroy yourself. More resources to heal, more elixir. But yeah, overall, Wilderwork is considered the best one for Cavaliers right now. This is the special mention, to be honest, because these Cavaliers play different. These ones will get increased attack, but they don't have the not one shot, but they don't have the charge mechanic, which is actually why I love Cavalry. So I'm gonna show it here. Have them farming for some reason. Well, pretty much, you know, like your caps are here and suddenly they charge, they get full rage bar. So that's pretty much what melee cavalry gives. If you're playing with the Spring Wardens, you're not having that, you're having range, but you're having that with Forest Eagles. The issue with Forest Eagles is that the unit has way lower base attack than the other melee cavalries, because it's a flying one, and it has a 10% of damage if it's isolated, which probably in any serious PvP it's not gonna be your target. So that's the main reason people don't really play with this for actual PvP. For cavalry combos early game, your most stable combo is gonna be Bakshi Emeries. If you want more damage output, you put Bakshi first. If you want more mobility, you put Emeries first. Now here's the thing. This guy is super good, like it's actually super good. I recommend on season 1, which is what I'm gonna do, and I still have to try it, okay? I'm gonna run Bakshi Emeries because I rather take the extra damage, and then I'm gonna run Alistar in this. My intention is Alistar in this gonna rush in first, they're gonna tank the damage, she's gonna apply 20% all damage debuff on the enemy, so whenever my Bakshi and Emeries come, they deal even further damage, okay? I don't expect good reports from my Alistar in this. What I'm expecting is that this March will make this other one perform super strong. If you're going only one cavalry March, then hear me out. I really think Emeries Alistar, with Alistar Awaken, is probably outperforming Bakshi 5111, okay? Now the main reason is because first here you have AoE damage of 600 damage factor, okay? And then if you see, you reduce the enemy counterattack damage, which is super good, especially if you're hitting a Kinara Husk from some whale. You wanna really reduce that counterattack damage, okay? Here you have a 1400 damage factor, so we're talking about 800 less damage factor, which, to be honest, it's a huge difference, but hear me out, because now it's where Alistar gets the value. We're getting 10% HP and 10% attack, which is 20% of stats. This skill with Bakshi is completely useless, it's peacekeeping damage and hero XP. Completely neglected. And then we're getting 14% stats with this one. So then again, we're already looking that Alistar is giving us 6% more stats than this skill, okay? Now we're going to the other one. This is an RNG based skill, which either gives us 10% of attack and defense, which actually is pretty decent, or we increase our rage accumulation speed by 10%, or whenever we launch a normal attack we get healed, okay? Alistar is giving us an absolutely useless skill, which is for rally, which is pretty sad, to be honest, but then here's what the Alistar is giving us. When the Legion has over 50% units remaining, they gain synergy and passion for 3 seconds while launching normal attacks. This is giving us 30% more hero skill damage and 30% rage accumulation speed. This skill is actually super dope. And then from the Awaken we're getting 10% more normal attack damage, and we take 10% less damage overall. Like, not skill damage, not normal attack, all damage reduced by 10%. which is super great. So, I mean, I'm not really sure, but like I feel you get 6% more stats with Alistar. Yes, you have less skill damage factor, which kinda sucks. Yeah, it's debatable. I still need to test it. I'm waiting to get my Alistar expertise. I will make some tests. It's still there. Of course, if you start, like, for example, if I got like this point in this or this skill and one more, I think 5-1-2-2, for example, Baxi is already outperforming Alistar just for the damage factor. But if not, I think they are tied. And if you really don't want to invest in Baxi for now, yeah, you can just delay it and use Alistar and you will be fine. So that's it. That's pretty much it. Goodbye.